Okay, Jesse, this is going to be kind of jank. I have this little setup here, but I'm going to show you super basic so you can basically get started. So you're going to be running a different version of Matrix, but a lot of the buttons will be similar, but I'll show you two different ways to get to everything. That way, if your buttons are in a different spot, it's not like a tragedy. So if you start over here, these may all be closed. These are like just little tabs that you can open and close by clicking on them. If you go to main menu in tools, it should be the first one, if not the first one, one of the first ones should be ring rail. Almost everything we build is a ring. In fact, 3 different kinds of rings. Those will be separate videos. So here you can pick a finger size. So just for fun, let's click whatever it's on right now, and it'll put in your ring rail. From there, all you need is a way to tell the computer what shape you want to make solid on that ring, if that makes sense. So if you think about it in 2-dimensional terms, I'm gonna show you where you can go to this next button, Profile Placer, which I also believe is up. I always use those, so of course it's in curves. Bear with me here. Maybe it's not. I will figure out where they are, but I'm pretty sure those two are at least under tools in the main menu. This is Profile Placer. Yours will look different. Don't freak out. Yours has a lot of like sliding tabs that are separate. So what you'll do is you'll click, left click on your ring rail, and then click on the bottom of this box, and basically it understands that we're going to build a shape around that curve. Now it puts in a pattern here. You can kind of see down in this bottom corner. So if I just right click to complete it, basically I'm telling it that that's the shape I want to go all around. So the command for that is sweep. I like to type in commands that'll actually be advantageous for you, because then you don't have to find the buttons because you're running a different version of the software. So up here in this command bar, we're going to type sweep 1, enter. It's going to ask you to select the rail. That's our finger rail. And then select our cross-section curves. So we're going to click that. You can press enter or right click when you're done. You can kind of see what it did here. It took that shape and extruded it all the way around that circle. So that shape could be just about anything. If you click in this box where the profile is, left click, there we go, give it a minute, you'll see all these different shapes, and you can kind of see as I'm scrolling my mouse over in that side view where it's actually adjusting to all these shapes. There's tons. You'll have different shapes because, again, you're running a different version of Matrix. But let's, for fun, just pick something random. Now, I don't think your version has the controls here. I think they're all here on the left, but you can kind of see here. If I click this box, it'll say width. As I move on that little scrolling bar, you can see it adjusts the width over there. Yours may not adjust until you stop scrolling or hit enter. So sometimes, I think in the old version, you would like type something in over here and have to hit enter, and then it would adjust. So for height, this is crazy tall, so let's just move it to something random. You can actually tilt it. That's not something we're going to worry about at this time. So really, you're on width, height. Katie's here. She's watching me make you this video. This is for Jesse. And then position on curve. So you can see it's at 100%. I think it would make more sense if it was degrees. In fact, I'm wondering if that's how it is in the old version. I think it's like 0 to 360, but you can kind of imagine it controls where you put it on the curve. So let's just hit enter, and now I've got that shape there. I can hit that same command up here in the command bar. I can type sweep 1, type my rail, hit my cross-section curve, and now you see what I've got. Now, just for fun, let's put this back in our box and get another random, totally unhelpful surface here, but just to kind of show you how it works. If I hit sweep 1 again, and it is still sweep 1 if you have multiple cross-section curves, we'll get into what sweep 2 means later. You'll click on your rail. Now you'll select your cross-section curves. In this case, we'll click both, hit enter when we're done. and you can see how it like blended the two. Theoretically, you could have as many as you wanted. You could have 360 cross-section curves going across the entire span of the ring rail if you wanted. You don't want it every single degree, but that'll give you something to play with in the beginning as you start making shapes around a finger. So kind of play with all those different shapes. You can see how they transform into one another, but that would be your first step into making a ring, a bracelet, really just about anything, and we'll go from there.